Well, here's a story that's got a plug in one of my Grandpa Fat Mouths in case you missed it, but I thought this story deserved a little bit more attention. I expect actually you probably did miss it. Considering not a lot of people are covering it, there seems to be an article coverage on NPR and an article of coverage on Fox News, and that seems to be about the only places that are giving this information any play. It seems that James O'Keefe out of Project Veritas, who's known for breaking truthful stories. I mean, he doesn't always cover bombshell material, but a lot of the times if he releases a story, it's going to be a good one. So he's also well known for making sure the story contains all the evidence you need. That it's not a question, it's a fact, and that's why he's publishing this story. Like he says, I don't publish it unless there's video of somebody's mouth moving, saying whatever it is. So have a look for yourselves. Go digging around, please. Go digging around and look at the fact that nobody wants to talk about 3 years ago, they killed the Epstein story. Before they killed Epstein, ABC buried the story. And some reporter lady had that information. She says she, quote, had all of it, unquote, including pictures of Clinton. I don't know what all she did or didn't have, but I know she was upset about the idea that she had that story 3 years ago and could not get people to let her publish that story. Now that that story is resurfaced through Project Veritas and James O'Keefe, no one seems to want to talk about the fact that that story was covered. You won't see ABC talking about it, but you probably also won't see CNN talking about it. You won't see NBC talking about it. You won't see any of the mainstream media covering that story. I've seen one story from Fox and one story from NPR. And other than that, it's up to us, to get the word out and kind of push the truth out there for you folks. They had the story on Jeffrey Epstein 3 years ago, and they buried it because they wanted to keep connections to the crown. I'm sure that's not the only reason, but that was a major one for the lady who had the story. She was told that we can't cover this because then we won't be able to cover the crown. Now, a lot of people are speculating that 3 years ago this story was coming out, and if it was squished 3 years ago, well, what was happening 3 years ago? Somebody was running for president against our current elected president, and that somebody's husband might or might have not been connected to Epstein. I wonder who would want to squash the story. Alrighty, guys, I just thought you should know. Have a good one.